Alright, let's see who comes over. Let's see who comes over. Why not? Right? One like. One watching. Very nice. I'm gonna put you up on the old, counterfold, as it were. What? Cindy Cheney has joined us. Very nice. Very nice. Awesome. I was just on the Blackie Fitzpatrick show, and I did a live appearance, and I did a pretty good job. But my appearances on the Blackie Fitzpatrick show are pretty small and pretty short. And I did a brief cover of a Smashing Pumpkins song. We have another watcher coming in. Chrissy Cheney says, how are you? I'm terrible. I'm absolutely terrible. Lost my job, destroyed my car. Got busted for DWI. I'm doing absolutely terrible. To answer that. That's not good. Oh no. No, it's not. And it's my mistake. I mean, folks don't know. Folks don't know, you know. Folks on the internet, they don't know. On March 15th, I lost my job at 2:15 p.m. And by 6:15 p.m., I had rear-ended a car after having a couple vodka drinks and then got arrested for DWI. So, yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. At all. At all. Not even a little bit. Not even like bigly, like not even a little bit. Terrible. Terrible. And it's my fault. It's my fault. I should have just gone home and gone to sleep. That's what I should have done. I should have just gone home and gone to sleep. That's what I should have done. I have nothing else to say about it. I literally have nothing else to say about it. Hold on a second. Yeah. I've been through a lot of stuff also, I understand. Comes from, Christy Cheney, okay? Fair enough. I mean, you can say what you want, you know. Here's how I've always... here's how I have always looked at situations in this nature, okay? Here's how I've always looked at... Here is how I have always looked at it. Is you don't know what it's like unless you've been through it. Luckily, no one was hurt. In the accident, luckily, no one was hurt. Luckily, no one was hurt. That's all I care about. I'm gonna put the camera back up so you guys can see me. Luckily, no one was hurt. Luckily, no one was hurt. Okay? But the point of fact remains that, you know, myself and my beloved coworker, our department were cut from our department. Our department were cut from our department. Okay. And so I went back to the apartment. I had a couple drinks. I went to get a couple slices of pizza. And then I fucking slammed into someone's rear end. And ended up getting arrested and charged with OUI. Couple beers. You know, not walking around, stumbling around drunk. None of that crap. Couple of beers. But the cops, they love it. They love it. They love it. They love it. You know? Have you had a couple drinks tonight, sir? Yes. Do you feel that you were able to operate your vehicle efficiently? Absolutely yes. Okay. Why don't you step over here? And they did the eye check, and they took off my fucking glasses, and they did all that stuff, and they did all that crap. Well, we've determined that you're under the influence, so you're going to, you know, to jail for booking. And I said, okay. And then my destroyed car and myself went away. Went away. Not good. Not good, folks. Not good, folks. Not good, folks. Not good, folks. Not good at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Because now it becomes not only loss of job and loss of vehicle, it becomes a complete fucking life disaster. It becomes a complete fucking life disaster. And I notice, and I don't mind, and I don't care. I really don't care, because I've really been doing my own thing on YouTube for a long time. So I see JujuBot live stream. I see Gramps live stream. I see everybody's live stream. They've never been through this. I'm just glad that no one was hurt. That's all that's all I care about. Is that no one was hurt. You know. But at the end of the day, when you have loss of job, okay, and when you have loss of vehicle, okay, totaled vehicle, not a busted tire, not anything like that, whatever. A total loss of vehicle, total loss. A total loss, okay? A total loss, okay? So you wake up the next day. So you go through a massive amount of stress. You go through a massive amount of stress, okay? You go through a massive amount of stress, okay? And you wake up the next day, and when you wake up, and you call your insurance company, okay? And you call your insurance company, and they say, yes, it's a total loss. The first third portion of your vehicle is totally indented, and it's not survivable given the relative value of the vehicle and the amount and time that you've owned it. So you go, okay. And they go, the good news is, and this is how they fuck with you, the insurance companies. This is how they fuck with you. They go, the insurance companies, they say, and they're very nice, They go, the vehicle that we have determined after seeing it is totally unsalvageable. So you go, okay. So then you have two realizations right there. You have two realizations. Number one, you're alleged to have done a DUI. Luckily, no one was hurt. 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 But number two, they inform you that your fucking car is destroyed. It's not salvageable. It's not salvageable. Okay? The relative value of the vehicle is not worth replacing with insurance money given the damage done, comparable to, plus or minus, what the insurance company is willing to pay for a replacement repair job. And the answer is a zero-sum game. The answer is a zero-sum game. Okay? So you got two things going on all at once. You got two things going on all at once. You got loss of job, and then you got OUI within a 3-hour period. Within a 3-hour period. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm just going to end. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice evening. I'll read some comments first. Well, yeah, if I don't, someone fucking said, who the fuck was it? I don't know. Everything's moving really fast right now. If I'm alive in a year, if I am alive in a year, okay, if I'm not like one of those suicide cunts, if I'm not one of them, that's gonna be a fucking miracle. That's gonna be a fucking miracle, okay? That's not a threat. I'm not threatening suicide. I'm not saying I'm gonna kill myself. I'm not saying any of that. Any of that crap. I'm not saying any of that. But what I will say is that if I'm alive in a year, that's going to be a friggin' miracle. That's going to be a friggin' miracle. Okay? Not suicidal. Not suicidal. I'm not going to hurt myself. I'm not going to hurt anybody else. I don't have any interest in hurting myself or others, but I'm just telling you, if I'm alive in a year, if you guys are watching JB Live in a year, okay, clap your hands. Clap your hands. Because I'm telling you, this shit is hard, man. I made a lot, and not all of it was my fault. Not all of it was my fault, okay? My company could have told me, and my coworker, and my coworker, and my coworker, they could have told us 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Unfortunately, we're doing a business decision closing down your division. So prepare for that. And that's what's going to happen. So that's what we're going to do. And I would have said to them, I would have said, thank you very much. I'm so sorry that it didn't work out. I'm going to fulfill my duties for the next couple weeks. And then, you know, we'll obviously cut ties. But they didn't do that. They didn't do that. They did not do that. We got brought in on a Thursday. On a Thursday. At around 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And they said, we're closing your division. We're closing your division effective immediately. I built that laboratory. I built it. Okay? I built it from the ground up. I built the infrastructure. I built the equipment. I brought it all in. I implemented the systems that made it an expertly functioning system. Literally an expertly functioning system. I built it from the ground up. and they threw my ass out on the street. They threw my ass out on the street. They threw my ass out on the street. Businesses are disgusting. Here's what I would say to anybody who is employed. To anybody who is employed. To anybody who is employed. Get ready right now. Right now. Get ready 2 weeks ago. Get ready 6 weeks ago for your employer to say, fuck you. I don't care if you worked for them for 20 years. I don't care if you've worked for them for 30 years. I don't care if you worked for them for 6 months. I don't care if you worked for them for 2 weeks. You get yourself emotionally ready. Here I go, getting all emotional. Like a little fucking bitch. You get ready for your employer to go this to you. Fuck you. Goodbye. Doesn't matter your position. Doesn't matter your salary. Doesn't matter if you've been here 6 months, 2 months, 6 years, 8 years, 18 years. Doesn't matter. Fuck you. Goodbye. Immediately. Immediately. Literally immediately. That's the reality of what the corporate environment is. That's the reality of what the corporate environment is. That's what it is. You can be invited to Christmas parties. You could be invited to weddings. You can be invited to, put on a suit or a nice dress and invited to the nicest functions. And, and folks think that fucking matters. It does not matter. It does not matter in the corporate world. It does not matter at all. At all. At all. At all. Not even a little bit. Not 1%, not 10%, not 5%. It doesn't matter at all. It matters 0%. You do not matter to the company that you work for, okay? So if you have a boss, right? So if you have a boss, damn it, drop my lighter. If you work for a company and you have a boss, you do not matter to your boss. I don't give a fuck if your boss comes in the morning and brings in donuts, coffee, bagels, cream cheese. I do not care. I do not care. They don't give a fuck about you. You might think they do. You might think they do, but in reality, they are only about business. They don't care about you. They might title you Employee of the Year, which I have been titled. They might title you Employee of the Month, which I have been. They might tell you you're the greatest thing that's ever happened to this organization. The second, I'm not talking minutes, I'm not talking hours, I'm not talking, days. The second that the bottom line for the company is $1 below what your worth is to the company, you're gone. You're gone. I don't care if you've been working for 4 years or 2 months or 6 months or 5 years or 20 years. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Doesn't matter. At all. At all. It's all about the bottom line. It's all about the bottom line. Okay? If your salary or hourly wage costs 1 penny more than what it costs for you to produce, you're fucking done. You're done. You're done. You're done. Terrible. And at least in the case of my situation, or in the case of my situation, I should say, I really wish that they told myself and my coworker, because it was me and someone else who built the separate part of the business, built it from the ground up, built it from the ground up, built it from the ground up, blood, sweat, and tears, built it from the ground up. And they'll just cut you like that. Damn it. I just dropped my wine and it rolled entirely out of the garage into the middle of the street. What the fuck? Who cares? Look, I'm just telling you folks. You have to take care of yourselves, okay? You have to take care of yourselves, because employers cannot be trusted. Employers cannot be trusted at all, at all, at all. Not even a little bit. Not 1%, not 5%, 0%. Can employers be trusted? Okay? And I think that's good information and decent advice for a lot of folks that watch me, for a lot of folks that watch, my show, because granted, everybody knows I do conspiracy, everybody knows I do government research, everybody knows I navigate throughout that environment. That's what I do on the internet. But I will tell you right now, literally, I'll tell you right now, if you're sitting at a computer desk, what time is it? I can't see the time right now. Fuck it. If you're sitting at a computer desk, if you're sitting at a typewriter, if you're sitting at a cash register, if you're doing whatever you do, if you're working in the medical industry, whatever you do, if you have any inclination, any single tiny inclination any single tiny inclination that your job might be in jeopardy, not only is it in jeopardy, it's already been replaced. It's already been replaced. It's already been replaced. It's already been replaced. So if you have that inkling, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month before, when you feel like your job has been replaced, career, I'll use the word career because that's what I always thought that I had. That's what I always thought that I had. If you have the slightest inkling that your career has been replaced, leave, leave, leave. Leave the fucking company that you work for. Leave the fucking company that you work for. Leave the fucking company that you work for and go find another job. Don't get caught off guard like I did and like my coworker did. Don't get caught off guard like I did and my coworker did. Don't get caught off guard. Be smarter than that. Be smarter than I was. 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 Because if I had any inclination as to what was going to be coming, I would have I would have thought about my coworker first. I would have said, "Yo, they're gonna cut us, dude. We gotta go. You gotta start finding a new job immediately." And then myself as well, you know. But instead, what I did is I held out hope. I held out hope. I said all kinds of things to myself. I said all kinds of things to myself. I said all kinds of things to myself. I said, you're paranoid. You're... Hold on a second. You're paranoid. You're making up false things in your head. You're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. But then when the this or that becomes truth, becomes reality, it's like you wake up one day and you're like, oh my God, I was right all along. And now not only myself, but this other person that I have trained, you know, for almost 5 years, I'm actually surprised I'm not crying right now. I'm actually surprised. I'm kind of proud of myself that this person that I trained for over 5 years, it's like, yeah, we're not gonna do this department anymore, so goodbye to you and goodbye to X name other person. How friggin' cold is that? 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 It's the coldest thing you can do, in my opinion. It's the coldest thing you can do aside from straight up murder. Okay? I'm lucky my car is paid off, even though I destroyed it, you know, a month ago. I destroyed it. Luckily, I don't have any car payments. Can you imagine if I lost my job and I still had my $379 a month car fucking payment? Give me a break. I mean, I'm serious. Give me a break. Seriously. What a horror show that would be. What a horror show that would be. Luckily, I have a few grand in the bank, so I can at least pay, you know, my rent, and I have a check they cut me so that I can, you know, put that down in the bank, and, you know, that'll keep me going for another maybe 6 months-ish. Okay, but the problem is I'm a worker. JB, the face that you know and love on YouTube, I'd rather be working, okay? I'm a worker. I'd prefer to be working. I'm a producer. I want to be producing. I want to be making things. Now, here comes the emotions. Ugh. Son of a bitch. I'm such a little bitch, I tell you. I'd rather be producing. Okay? I'd rather be producing. I'd rather be getting up early and making things. I'd rather be getting up early and tightening screws or bending wires or whatever it is. Whatever it is. I'd rather be working. Ah, here I go. Ah, I'm losing it. I'm not gonna lose it. I'm not gonna lose it. I'd rather be fucking working. Alright? God damn it. I'd rather be... Fucking A, man. I'd rather be... I'd rather... Yeah. Damn it. God friggin' damn it. I'm a really... Damn it. I know my stream sucks right now. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Please, just bear with me. I know my stream, sucks right now. It sucks. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's not entertaining. It's depressing. It's horrible. You know, it's literally probably one of the... If you were to look if one were to look, not you, if personally, if one were to look at all the streams on YouTube right now, my stream is the motherfucking worst right now. Right now. It's terrible. I'm all congested, I'm crying, I'm being a fucking bitch. It's terrible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Horrible. But look, all I can say is, if you have a job, okay? If you work for a restaurant, if you work for a tech company, if you work for whoever you work for, never, ever, here I go, damn it, fucking god damn it, I'm gonna keep it together. I'm gonna keep it together, one way or another. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna fucking keep it together, okay? Look, if any... Oh boy. If any of you niggas, okay? Niggas and niggettes. What's the female version of nigga? Niggette? If any of you niggas and niggettes work for somebody else. Work for somebody else. I can't even make jokes without losing it. Dude, I suck right now. I suck on my live stream right now. I am terrible. Okay. If any of my niggas and niggettes work for a company, this is a direct instruction from JB on YouTube, okay? Do not trust your employer, okay? I don't care if they take you out to fancy dinners. I don't care if they take you out for steak dinners with wine. I don't care if they do all that crap. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. You're there at the pleasure of the employer, okay? And I don't care if you're there for 6 months. I don't care if you're there for 6 months. I don't care if you're there for 6 years. I don't care if you're there for 20 years. The second, not the minute, not the hour, the second that the company decides, okay, that your services, regardless of how good you are as an employee, I don't care if you're top 10, I don't care if you're number 1, which is what I was. I was number 1. I don't care your position. I don't care if you're a manager. I don't care if you're number 1, number 2, number 3, number 5. Doesn't matter. The moment that the company owner decides that the business as a whole will benefit, maybe right or wrong, in my circumstance, I think they were in my particular circumstance, I think they were wrong. But the moment that the boss determines that your employment is more costly than your productivity in the long run, because they might be making some future decisions that you don't necessarily know about, that you don't necessarily know about, that you don't necessarily know about. The moment that they make that decision in the boardroom behind closed doors, your fucking career is gone. Your fucking career is gone. Okay? I don't care if you were there, like I said, 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years, 20 years, 25 years. I don't care what the timeline is. It doesn't fucking matter. It's all about business. And the reason that I'm so emotional is because in my previous career, I really loved what I did. And I did it for about 13 years. Okay? I really loved what I did. I loved what I did. Work for me wasn't work. Work for me wasn't work. Work for me wasn't work. I was one of those types. I was one of those blokes, as they call us in Britain. I was one of those blokes. Work for me wasn't work. I loved what I did. And I was the best in the country, if not one of the best in the world at it. One of the best in the country, if not in the world at it. And notice how I don't say that with blinking eyes or, weird facial expressions. You know why? Because it's fucking true. Because it's fucking true. I was the best, if not in the United States of America, probably the world. One of the best at what I did. One of the best at what I did. And it all got stolen away from me. I mean, not stolen. I shouldn't say that. That's a very improper statement on my part. It was simply deemed that myself and my coworker, who I trained from the ground up, taught him everything he's ever known in terms of my previous industry. He knew nothing about what I did. And I turned him into a productive employee. And he was really good. Does that mean that we got along all the time? Hell no. Most of the time, actually, we didn't get along. We had personal differences, cultural differences, etc., 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 ad nauseum, etc., okay? But I'm just telling you right now, look, folks, do not, under any circumstances, okay? Do not, under any circumstances, ever trust your employer. Do not, under any circumstances, trust your boss. that you work for. He or she could have you over for dinner. Maybe they're going to make a nice, ribeye with some mashed potatoes and some gravy and some broccoli that his fiance or wife, steamed perfectly, cooked perfectly. Maybe that's been your experience. Likewise was mine. Maybe they take you on lavish vacations. Maybe they fly you out to fucking Florida. Hey, we're gonna go, ski boarding, or what's that fucking thing called? When you're on a kite and you have a parachute and kiteboarding. Maybe they're gonna take you kiteboarding. And then later that night, or in the afternoon, or whatever the fuck it is. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have some Mexican shrimp cocktail, and then we're gonna go out to the dance club. Do you want to go back to the hotel that we paid for, or do you want to come with us? And it's up to you. Doesn't matter if you go or not. Never, ever, under any circumstance, ever trust your employer. Because the second that it's determined that your employer can make one more dollar without you, regardless of how much of a contribution you make to the company, regardless of how much of a contribution you make to the company, the second that they can make $1 more a year, okay, without having you as an employee, you or some of your coworkers, which was my circumstance, literally the second, not the 30-second, not the minute, not the 2 minutes, not the year, not the whatever, literally the second that your employer determines that if without you they can make $1 more a fucking year, you're gone. 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 You are gone. You are gone. And also you are gone. Instantly. Instantly. It's disgusting. I would never run a business in that fashion. I myself personally would never run a business in that fashion. But the reality is that most businesses operate in that fashion. So you need to know that. And I don't care if you're 21 or 19 or 16 or 32 or 35 or, 34 like me, starting Thursday. Or in your 40s or 50s or 60s, your bosses do not care about you. They don't care about you. All the steak dinners, all the chicken dinners, all the niceties, all the Christmas parties, all the Christmas cards, all that, all that, it means fucking nothing. It means fucking nothing. It literally means nothing. And when I say nothing, I don't mean like throw it away. I mean treat it like a piece of toilet paper. I'm serious. I'm serious. I mean treat it like a piece of fucking toilet paper. Because that's what it's worth. That's what it's fucking worth. That's what it's fucking worth. That's what it's fucking worth. I mean, unless I guess you work for your mother, or maybe you work for your father, there perhaps may be a modicum of protectionism there. Who knows? Who knows? I didn't certainly come from a scenario such as that. But I'm telling you right now, all the promises, all the loyalty, and I promise I'm gonna shut up in about 2 minutes, okay? All the promises, all the loyalty pledges, all the 2-year contracts, all the 5-year contracts, all the 6-year contracts, they're all bullshit. They're all bullshit. They're all bullshit. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. They're gonna cut you in a second. They're gonna cut your ass off in a second. They're gonna cut your ass off in a second. Or if you're a woman, they're gonna cut your tits off in a second. Women have asses too, so they're gonna cut your ass and tits off in a second. Without thought, without emotion, without, oh, you know, maybe we could. No, they don't think that way. They don't think that way. They don't think that way. They're gonna cut your ass and tits off in a fucking second. Without thought. Without thought. Without thought. Literally without thought. Okay, so I think I've ranted long enough. I guess you guys can probably tell I'm still pretty pissed off about being laid off back in March. I think you guys can tell from that tirade that I'm still pretty pissed off about being laid off. You know why? You know why? You know, I can't stop yet. I can't stop yet. Because if I had stayed at the company that I was at, if I had stayed at the company that I was at, as bad as it was with the psychopath, I still would have been employed there. Okay? I'm 33 years old. Okay? I've been working since I've been eligible to work. I like to work. I like work. I like getting up in the morning. I like going to a place where I have a duty of service. I like it. I like it. Okay? I've worked in restaurants. I've worked in multiple laboratories. I've worked all over the place. And I was offered the opportunity to have an amazing career, and it was ripped away from me one Thursday afternoon at 2:30 p.m. in a second, out of nowhere, out of nowhere, out of nowhere, out of nowhere. I was even told in the exit interview, "You're the best employee that we've ever had, but we simply have to cut staff and you're one." and it's more cost efficient for us to outsource to, basically further someone out in New York who does the same thing that you do, but it's going to save us about 20,000 grand a year. So even though we just gave you a raise 3 months ago, your employment ends right now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Literally, I was told that. That was the quote. That was the quote. Even though your work is better, even though your product is better, even though your work is better and your product is better, it's going to be more cost efficient for us to outsource to a foreign entity. I was totally stunned. I was totally stunned. And then who wonders why? Who wonders why 3 hours fucking later I totaled my car? I rear-ended somebody. 3 hours later, after that event, I totaled my friggin' car. Because I was emotionally totally distraught. I was emotionally totally distraught. I was emotionally totally distraught. Because my work and my craft, because frankly, I'm not bragging, but I'm basically the best in the world at what I do. Probably the best in the country, but maybe the best in the world at what I do. To have that ripped away from you for no reason other than for an organization to save a few dollars at the bottom line at the end of the year, left me completely distraught. Because it was not just my job, it was my identity. Okay? It was my identity. Okay? So now I don't have an identity anymore. And also I don't have a car anymore because I fucking destroyed it. And then got an OUI because I had a couple drinks and I fucking rear-ended someone and ruined my car, and now that's a whole other fucking thing. That's a whole other fucking thing. All happened within a 3-hour window. All happened within a 3-hour window. All happened within a 3-hour window. So, I guess if there's anybody under the age of, let's say, 17, or maybe, let's raise it. If there's anybody under the age of, let's say, 19, watching this live stream, all I would say to you is this. All I would say to you is this. Never trust anyone. I know this is a terrible message, especially for somebody who has the type of influence on YouTube that I seem to have cultivated. Never trust anyone. Don't trust your parents. Don't trust your mom. Don't trust your dad. Don't trust your aunts. Don't trust your uncles. Certainly do not trust your employers. Don't trust the clerks at the grocery store. Don't trust anyone. Okay? Trust is a myth. Trust is a fucking myth. Okay? If you think that you can trust someone, and I could bring the concept of love into this as well, but I won't really do that here. Do not trust anyone. Under no circumstances should you ever trust anyone. Trust is a myth. Trust is a fucking myth. Because the second that someone can gain 1% of a benefit by stabbing you in the fucking back, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. Boyfriends, girlfriends, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Trust is a myth. It's a myth. It's a myth. I need you guys to get that through your fucking skull. No, I'm just telling you. I need you guys to get that through your fucking skull. Trust is a myth. Do not trust anybody. At all. At all. Never and under any circumstances. I don't care if you're a 6-year-old and do a pinky swear with your 5-year-old friend. I don't care if you're 22 years old and you're getting married. Whether you're a man or a woman and the ring goes on the finger. Don't trust your husband. Don't trust your wife. Trust is a myth. Period. Trust is a myth. It does not exist. It does not exist. It does not exist. Not even a little bit. Not 1%, not 2%, not 5%. It does not exist. Trust does not exist. Okay? And lastly, because I have to go upstairs and plug my phone in, and I have to grab a smoke real quick. So if my phone dies and the stream dies, I'm sorry. I know there are some folks that are watching my live stream. And they're going, oh man, JB just went through a bad time and he really doesn't believe that. He'll come around. He'll come around. No. Nope. I never will. I never will. Trust does not exist. And if you walk around in this world and you believe that there's such a fucking thing as trust, all I can say to you is, you know, I just feel bad for you. I just feel bad for you. That's all I can say. Because whether it's tomorrow, whether it's in 6 months, whether it's in 6 weeks, whether it's in 6 years, someone that you trusted is gonna fuck you over, to such a degree that you're gonna be sitting, I'm gonna light a new smoke, that you're gonna be sitting back. You're gonna be sitting in your bedroom, depressed on a Sunday morning or a Wednesday morning, sitting on your fucking pillow in your bedroom, and you're gonna be going, saying to, you know, you're gonna be saying to yourself, you're gonna be going, man, I remember watching that JB video 6 years ago, or 2 weeks ago, or a week ago, or yesterday, or a month ago, or 10 years ago, and man, he said never trust anyone. Wow, he was right. Damn, he was right. That's what you're going to be saying to yourself. Sitting on your pillow. Sitting on your pillow. At 2:30 p.m. on a Sunday. When you should be at brunch with folks. Okay. Six watching, 8 likes. Alright, so should I shut up now and take some comments? Should I shut the fuck up now and take some comments? I think I'll shut the fuck up now and take some comments. How about that? I think that's good. Ow. That would have been fun. I almost just twisted my friggin' ankle. Wouldn't that be great? No health insurance, twist your fucking ankle, and have to walk around in that for 7 fucking months. Leaving on a southern train, only yesterday you lied. Promises of what I seem to be. Only watch the time go by. All of these things I said to you. Scott Weiland always had the late Scott Weiland always had that way of doing that thing with the voice. I could never do it. Things I said to you. I can't. I'm terrible at it. I can't do it. Okay, let's read some comments. That was what, a good hour-long rant? An hour fucking long rant? I don't know where to start. Damn it. Okay, I'll start with Christina. Buy Moonshine Meow. I like Christina's meow. I find it to be hilarious. Meow. 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 My roommate is a cat, so I always, like, every day I go, meow. That's how I communicate with the cat. Alright. Where are we going here? Only watch the time. Alright, so the towel's not working, so I gotta hold you guys. Excuse me, I gotta hold you guys. By the way, my spider bite on my right hand is still totally fucked up. Here go the hiccups again. Fucking A, man. Come on. Can I get a break? Can I get a break? Please? Worst live stream ever, by the way. Worst live stream ever. I am so sorry, y'all. I am so sorry. My streams are usually pretty good. And then I go on a depressive rant. And then I get the friggin' hiccups. What the fuck, man? Can I get a break? Can I get one fucking break? One. Okay. Okay. Let's give it another 10. I think I killed the fucking hiccups. Knock on wood. Yes, I killed the secondary hiccups. So that's good. Okay. Let's go back and read some comments. And by the way, if the stream dies, I'll plug it back in. We'll be back on in like 2 minutes. Ernest Bass says, "You're a fool, JB." Okay. How about this? How about if you're a moderator on my fucking stream? Okay. Hey there, how are you? Hey, doggy. How about this, Ernest Bass? How about this? Ernest Bass called me a fool on my own stream. Okay? If you guys don't like my stream, don't watch it. Okay? So Ernest Bass is fucking banned. Instantly. Anybody else have a fucking problem? Anybody else have a fucking problem? Anybody else have a fucking problem? If you don't like my stream, don't watch it. Do not insult me. If you don't like it, don't watch it. You know? If you don't like it, don't watch it. It's the easiest thing in the fucking world. Don't fucking watch it. I mean, to me, it's like the simplest. I'm just glad the hiccups are gone. To be honest with you. To be honest with you, I'm just glad the hiccups are gone. Ernest Bass called me a fool. Okay, I'm the channel owner. Okay, it's my fucking stream. Don't call me a fool. So you're banned, cunt. You're banned. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye forever. You son of a bitch. Do I enjoy doing that? Hell no. Absolutely not. Not even a little bit. But you don't go into someone's stream, okay? You don't go into someone's live stream, okay? And insult them. It's, you know, suicide in a way. Six watching, viewers going up. Very nice. Yes, goodbye, Ernest Bass, or whatever the fuck your name is. Ernest Bass. I'm not putting up with this crap anymore. I'm not putting up with this crap anymore. I'm literally not putting up with this crap anymore. You know, I don't care if everybody who watches my stream comes in. and calls me a cunt or a dick or a, you know, whatever they want to call me, I'll ban you all. I'll ban you all instantly. Instantly. No mercy. No mercy. No mercy. Zero mercy is the policy. Crystal Keith has a link. I can't click on the link because it'll cut the stream. But Crystal Keith has posted a link. Crystal Keith has posted a link. I'm gonna take you guys up with me up into the kitchen. We're gonna plug in. We're gonna plug in. Because otherwise the friggin' phone is gonna die. Ernest Bass came back. Okay, Ernest Bass is banned. Fuck you, Ernest Bass. Go to hell. I don't like you and you don't like me. So you can go fuck off. Go to another channel. Go to another fucking channel, Ernest Bass. Ernest Bass. Ernest Bass. Go to another fucking channel. Don't come to mine. Get out of here. You're gone. You're gone. Why don't you come back under, like, maybe 7 or 10 or 12 or 11 different avatars? You little bitch. I just gotta close the garage door real quick. Nice. What's up? Alright, so I'm just making some pasta. I'll be right back. Okay. Nice. Oh, nice. Novus has joined us. What's up, Novus? How are you? I like the Novus. Mr. Haney says JB has my problem. I don't know what that fucking means. Asperger's? Look, Novus, as long as you're not going to be a cunt, I'm totally fine with having you on my stream, okay? Literally. I'm totally fine. Okay, not a problem. All right, so moderators are instructed. Moderators are instructed. I gotta keep my voice down because now I'm back inside. Moderators are instructed to leave Novus alone until Novus starts acting fucking insane. Which he probably will. But if he doesn't, he can stay. Mr. Haney says, you gonna ban me? No, not unless you do something wrong. I don't care what you do. As long as you don't act like a total fucking cunt. Novus says, I'm Novus the rabbit's cousin. Who cares? I like Novus. I've always liked Novus. It's just he goes fucking crazy. He goes fucking, totally off the rails. And it's like, dude, you know, at a certain point, there needs to be a modicum of, some semblance of, relativity, Nova says, I'm a girl, not a boy, JB. Really? Novus is a girl? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Novus is a boy, press 1. Novus is a girl, press 2. Go. Novus Rabbit. Go. 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 I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just super curious. I'm just telling you. I just... I can't believe that Novus is a fucking girl. No way. Well... Alright, folks, this shit is getting super weird. It's getting super weird. I got Novus that I don't know if Novus is a woman or a man or. Oh, man. It's kind of overwhelming in a way. It's overwhelming in a certain fashion. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut. No, because I'm gonna cut. I want to make some pasta. No, I'm just gonna make some pasta. Take it easy. It's fucking, linguine. It's not the worst thing in the world. Alright? So, we're gonna cut. And I'll probably, see you guys all maybe back at, Gramps or Jujubot or something like that. Possibly. And maybe we can find out if Novus has a vagina or not. I think that's fucking hilarious. I think it's like the greatest thing ever, you know? Okay. Alright, so we're gonna cut in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. JB Live is done. Thanks, guys.